Good morning. You're listening to Caregiver Crossing. We are a podcast brought to you by Joy's House, and we're happy you're here. We are a podcast that was designed just for you, the caregiver. I am Tina McIntosh.
I am her friend, Terry Stacy, and we're here every week with experts from across the country, providing some comfort and always have lots of good resources for you and hopefully a lot of joy for our caregivers. This podcast serves to really kind of embrace family caregivers of today and of tomorrow. So thank you all so much for being here with us today. Tina, I'm looking at my paper. I have no idea what we're talking about, and I apologize. This is what I have, and nothing's on there about this moment.
Well, okay. So it's intentional. And because I always like to ask you questions, put you on the spot a little bit. You're so smart.
No.
You always get things right. But so I'm not going to quiz you, but I do have some questions for you.
Okay.
Do you think, Terry Stacy, do you think it's okay to laugh at or with someone who has a dementia diagnosis?
Oh, is it okay to laugh with or laugh at? Did you say laugh at? No.
I said both things. Laugh at. Okay, good answer. Good answer. We do not want to laugh at, but do we want to laugh with?
Yes. Oh, yes.
What if something's funny and they're not laughing? Can we still laugh?
Well, laughing is contagious. So maybe it could be contagious and help that person to laugh as well. This is this is really tough. And I think that when you have a friend or a family member that's been diagnosed with dementia, that first few times, you don't know what to do. You don't know, should I laugh with them? Should I laugh? You don't know what to do, but laughter is medicine. Laughter is good. But
it can feel
you don't want to hurt
right?
them or say that you're wrong. I've learned from you not to say, oh no, you're wrong, grandma. That's not your niece, Katie. That's right. Bob, your nephew. You don't want to do that. I never correct. I just let them go. And we laugh, lots of laughter.
But so laughter, you mentioned it, like it's contagious and that it's good medicine. And so, I think it's really important to find humor when you're caregiving. It's just one of the emotions, people, and you're entitled to find something funny. And it does help you cope as a dementia caregiver, as a caregiver in general. It releases, think about how it can release stress and tension in any situation. It's no different when you're a caregiver. So it absolutely is good for you to laugh. You're not laughing to be mean or disrespectful. If you are, you should stop. That's not good. But you're not typically laughing to be mean or disrespectful. And there are some really funny stories from caregivers. And so I'm going to read you a couple of these stories.
Okay. Is one of them about a family members that got on an airplane and they took all of the trash with them in their carry-ons instead of...
What? Is this a true story?
This is a true story. This is what made me think of this immediately was my years ago when we didn't talk so much about Alzheimer's. A friend of mine's mom and dad both diagnosed with Alzheimer's or a dementia at that time. Not really necessarily. This is a long time ago. And he got a phone call from the airport and they said, look, I've got your mom and dad with us. And they've got all of the trash from their home in their carry-ons rather than clothes.
Oh,
and he did the same thing. He wasn't sure whether to laugh at that or to cry, but he chose laughter. And he said, okay, hilarious. I'll come and get them.
That is hilarious. No, this one's actually called No Kangaroos Here. And it says there was a little man who was sitting on a bedside. He had a towel folded square on top of his head. And when the person said, what are you doing there? What's going on with the towel? He told them that it was to keep the kangaroos away. And the person asked him how it was working. And he said, well, I haven't seen one yet.
Oh.
And they said, well, we're in Georgia. There's not a high population of kangaroos here. But much to the point you made, Terry, I think that would be adorable to have that experience. Right. And I'm not about to tell that man that I'm in Georgia and that there are no kangaroos there.
Right.
I will be on kangaroo duty with him. We can sit there all day and fight off kangaroos.
I just think it's sweet.
Yeah.
It's sweet. And it's real life. It's
this
real life stuff.
Is Darlene and says, one day early in my wife's battle with Alzheimer's, I made a statement about not remembering where I put something. She looked me dead in the eyes and asked if I needed one of her pills. I mean, I can tell you, you've heard me talk about Rita, who was my stepmom that passed away last year and was living with Alzheimer's for years. And I'll never forget sitting with her on a couch, and I had pulled my phone up for something, and I happened to be on Snapchat. And if you've ever been on Snapchat, there are all kinds of funny filters that you can do. And so I started doing a filter, not knowing if she would really be able to comprehend what's happening, because, it's my face with the filter on it.
with bunny ears or whatever.
Yes. Actually, what I put on was my husband's goatee, which was hilarious. And then she was interested and she looked at it and she laughed too. And I kind of showed her how it worked. And by the end of it, I had taken a video of the two of us sitting there, and she had on his goatee, and I think she was a rabbit at one point, and she was a puppy dog, and she, stuck out her real tongue, and the puppy dog tongue comes out and licks.
Oh my gosh.
And we laughed so hard. And having that video of that moment has helped a lot over the years. I bet. To my dad, who lost her last year, and just said, remember these beautiful moments that we had. And he actually
and it's filled with laughter.
Those
beautiful moments filled with laughter.
Yeah.
That's, you should maybe, I don't know where you're getting these stories, but there should be, and maybe there is one, a book filled with stories like this that can help others that are going through it to know it's okay. It's okay to laugh, and you're not alone. This is normal, actually.
What I'm hearing you say is that if Jack Canfield is listening, he should do a chicken soup for the dementia caregiver soul.
Yes, okay. And you should do it. That's exactly right.
Do you remember when we had him on the show?
I do.
Oh my golly. Really, for me, that was like a rock star. I love the whole, chicken soup for the soul. And
I agree. He can come back. Let's get him back.
And we also had the guy who does the 5 love languages on a past podcast or a past radio show. I wonder if we can still pull those episodes. But okay, let me see if I can find one more for you here. While I'm looking, I would tell you that the same dad that I'm telling you about, my stepmom, he recently went to her grave and put down some fresh flowers and a Diet Coke and a packet of M&Ms, because that was her favorite snack. And sent me a picture. I thought that was just so darling.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. It really is. And then somebody stole them both, stole the Pepsi, stole the soda, stole the M&Ms in this day and age.
All right. I'm going to give you, she wasn't going to eat them. So sure. It's cool. All right. I'm going to give you one more here. I will also tell you before I read this last one and we close for the day, laughter therapy is a real thing too. And so we, Joy the Journey brunch that Joy's House hosts, we had a laughter therapist as our keynote speaker. And, there's a lot to be learned from laughter therapy. So, all right, here's your last one.
Okay.
This one is called Major Weight Loss. Yesterday, I came home from work and Mom came out to the kitchen to greet me. I said, Mom, you have on my sweatpants. We each have a pair of the same soft, comfy green sweatpants, but hers are a size 14. Mine are a few sizes bigger. She said, I thought I had lost a lot of weight. And then she pulled up her shirt and showed that she had a pin. She had pinned her pants to her bra to keep them up. Bless her heart.
I fell.
So you can find more of these on dailycaring.com. They've got some great funny dementia stories on there. But if you've got your own, email it to me at tina@joyshouse.org. It's good for us to have a laugh. Caregiving is very serious business here, and we all know that. But there is so much to be said for being able to find the humor and the beauty in the small moments. And you are absolutely entitled to laugh. Don't point and laugh. That gets weird. But laughter is strongly encouraged.
And contagious. So if you start laughing, somebody else is going to start laughing too. Just happens.
All right. Thanks to our friends at AARP for sponsoring Caregiver Crossing and being a big supporter of Joy's House as well. And we'll be back next week here in Caregiver Crossing.